I'm Pete Daniel, and I love to film the wildlife in my home of the Tamar Valley. The Tamar Valley is on the border of Devon and Cornwall. Join me as I show you the wildlife around the Tamar Valley for 12 months. Well, last time you saw me, I set the pheasant eggs out ready for hatching. I went to the garden and sailed pond cam for the first time, and I went back to see my peregrines and had a wonderful surprise in the nest. This week, it starts to happen in the incubator. I set up my next project down at the farm to show you, and I go back to the woodpecker's nest to try and get a shot of the young. Well, it's day 25 of the pheasant eggs being in the incubator, and they should be starting to hatch by now. I came up this morning and it didn't look very promising at all, because the egg at the front here has got some kind of fluidy liquid coming out through the shell. So I think that egg's dead. But you have a look at the egg at the back. This is absolutely brilliant. Look at this. There you are. There's the big one of the little fuzzies coming out the egg. That's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? After all that hard work, hopefully, maybe in a few hours time, we'll have a chick out of this. It's absolutely brilliant, that is. Well, there you are. I think that's absolutely brilliant. We've saved these eggs from the mower, Jen brought them over, and now hopefully we'll have a few of these chicks hatching out. But that's absolutely brilliant to see the first one on the way. Really, really good. So I'll keep an eye on these now, and I'll keep you updated. Hopefully we'll get more than one. That'd be fantastic. Well, bit of news on the pheasant egg. The chick is out. The chick's hatched this morning. He's knackered. He isn't looking too clever at the minute, mine, so I have to keep an eye on him. But hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll be alright. But the chick's out. Look. Well, with the pheasant chick out of the egg, I just hope it'll be alright. But I must admit, he wasn't looking too good. But now, I got to get to the garden and see my blue tit chicks, as I want to try and show you something. Well, do you know what? I wanted to come up early this morning to try and show you my blue tit chicks fledging from the box, but they beat me to it. It's only 6:15 in the morning and they've gone. I came up yesterday morning, there was 4 in the box, and one was stretching his wing out, he's all feathered up, looked like he was getting ready to go. So I thought, right, next couple of days it's all going to happen. So last night I come up, checked them again, and there was only 3 in the box. So one of them had gone, and I thought, right, tomorrow morning, that's the day. And I come up and they've beaten me. But it's absolutely brilliant, because that means all the chicks we had in there, 7 or 8 chicks, they've all gone out. We've had a full house go out, and that's absolutely brilliant. I'll show you the birds yesterday morning, and then I'll show you the birds last night, and that was the last I've seen of them. Well, there you are. that's the end of the blue tit story, and that's absolutely fantastic to see all those chicks have gone out. 7 or 8 chicks we had in there, they've all fledged the box. Absolutely brilliant. And hopefully I'll see some of them on my bird table in the future. That'd be fantastic.
Well, that's fantastic news about my blue tit chicks, but now I want to get back home and check on that pheasant chick that came out this morning to see how he's getting on.
Well, I've just come up to shed to check the chick in the incubator that came out this morning, the pheasant chick. Unfortunately, it's bad news. The chick has passed away, which is a bit sad, but I should have thought he had a bit of a struggle getting out the shell, and he didn't look too clever this morning when he come out, but unfortunately now he's gone. But they are, we couldn't have done no more. We tried our best. We gave him a chance. Of course, the eggs were saved from going through the mower in the grass field. Jen brought them over. We put them in. We didn't know what was going to happen. It was always going to be a gamble. Didn't know what was going to come out of it. But when we seen the chick starting to hatch yesterday, we thought, here we are. It's all going to happen. And of course, he's come out, but it wasn't to be. But like I say, we couldn't have done no more. We gave him a chance, and that's it. Can't hold it. Can't do all about it. Never mind. It's sad. It is sad.
Well, do you know, that was very, very sad to lose that pheasant chick, but we know that we done all we could for it, and we couldn't do no more. We also knew it could always happen, because that's life. But now, I got to move on, because there's so much I want to show you in the Tamar Valley, and I'm going to make my way down to the farm now to show you another project that I want to try this year.
Right, well, I've just come down to the farm because a few weeks ago I set up one of my little cameras in Dad's workshop, and I want to show you why. Hopefully we'll see some results on it. Okay, well, this is what I wanted to show you. About a week or so ago I was watching swallows coming into Dad's workshop next door, bringing feathers in and going into an old nest that they built last year or the year before, and there was line in the nest out, which said to me they were getting ready to lay some eggs. So I went back and got one of my cameras from my bird boxes, and I came back, and when the coast was clear, I set the camera up looking right into the nest. And I've come back today, I've set the laptop up, I've fired it up, and I've just watched the swallow come back and swoop and sit into the nest, and that's absolutely brilliant. So hopefully she's sitting on some eggs, and in a week or so's time we'll see some chicks, and then hopefully I'll be able to show you those chicks all the way through to fledging, and that'll be absolutely brilliant.
Well, that's excellent to get the camera on the swallow nest, and I'm really, really happy that I may be able to show you some young swallows in the next week or so. But now, I gotta get on, as there's another young bird I'd like to see before it flies the nest.
Right, okay, I've got to talk a bit quiet. So I was on my way down through the wood to try and get to the woodpecker's nest to show you the woodpeckers feeding their young. On the way down through, I've just spotted a roe doe in the middle of the track. So I'm going to try and cover myself up and try and get a decent shot to try and show you. She's looking beautiful.
Well, that was wonderful to see that roe deer, but now I gotta get on and make my way to the woodpecker's nest. Well, there's a woodpecker's nest, and I can hear the chicken here. Oh, he's giving an L, man. Come on, Mum. Where were you two? I'm getting hungry. Oh, there she is. Look, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Wonderful to see. You don't get any better than that. That's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to see that.
Underneath a woodpecker nest, it's a little nuthatch nest. There he is, look, look, look. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So not only have I seen the woodpecker feeding the nest above, there's the woodpecker nest, there's the nuthatch nest. That's absolutely brilliant. Never expected to see that. Well, do you know what? That was absolutely brilliant to see that. To see the female woodpecker come back and feed her chick was fantastic. But to see the nuthatch as well in the same tree, absolutely brilliant. You couldn't write that in a book. I got to get on now because the rain's come. Otherwise, I could have stayed there for hours watching that.